Welcome back. Wait. Okay, so I'm gonna do croissants again. I'm gonna switch some things up though. I've done some more research on I'm not gonna lie to you, I do a lot of my research on Reddit. I don't even know if that even qualifies as research, but don't underestimate the Redditors. They know what they're doing. So with that being said, I did research on Reddit. I feel like I didn't know how to describe what I wanted to make, but it's called a honeycomb. Wow. And that's what I want to do. And so I'm gonna switch some things around. One thing that I think I should switch is somebody said something about how with Miss Sophie's, her recipe, you do a lot of the mixing in the mixer, right? And somebody said that forms the gluten too much, and why do that? So I was like, oh, okay, if it's supposed to be like some kind of shaggy dough, then I could do that. Another person was saying that instead of putting the steam in the oven and letting the croissants proof, you could just let them proof overnight. And then that's another thing. I remember in the last video that I said, I was like, oh, it's 70 degrees in here, it's so hot, and blah, blah, blah. It's not that hot, because when I did the research, 68 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit is the perfect proofing temperature. It's 70 degrees in here. So what I'm gonna do instead is let it proof on the counter. The thing is, I don't know how long it's supposed to proof on there for. Like, imagine I do everything and I let it proof overnight and then it melts. But the butter won't melt because 70 degrees isn't hot enough. The melting point of butter, or the water in the butter for that reason, is I think 100 degrees Celsius. But like, 100 degrees Celsius? No, 100 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't fucking know. But it wasn't 100 degrees in the oven. Was it? Oh my god, maybe it was. The steam that was coming out of the oven, I also looked that up. That's completely normal. So instead of letting the steam come out, I shoved it in there. So I need to clarify what I mean by it. I took a ball of plastic wrap and I basically, where the steam was coming out, I just put it in there, hoping that the steam wasn't escaping. I thought my oven was broken. And just let the heat rise. So it may have been 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Regardless, doesn't matter. The butter melted. It overproofed. I didn't like it. A lot of my thoughts are all just random. Honestly, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I do want the honeycomb thing. But I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I definitely want to let it proof overnight, or at least for a couple hours on the counter. So yeah, I think I'm going to start it tonight. I actually don't have butter. Oh, if this goes wrong again, I'm going to jump. Yeah, so I'm going to do it again, and then I'm hoping that I can bake them and be done with them Monday morning, so I can give it to my friends at work, and then I mean, hopefully they like it, and if they don't, then I'll just eat them all. What are we talking about? Anyways, you want to come with me to get the butter? Girl, let's go. I just went to go double check one more time in my fridge if there's anything that I forgot. And it kind of seems like I have everything. So let's go to Market Basket. Get money till it gets high. Wasn't supposed to make it past 25. We at the door like we the delivery. Yeah. That nigga brown like cinnamon. I got them round like sugar and rocks. Sausage and how you gasping, but I'm spray them just like full breeze. Beloved 2 is coming out on May 15th. I don't think you guys understand how important Giveon is to me. That man, the album, beautiful. My name to the mud. Did he really cheat on that girl multiple times? Okay, so I have a schedule that I'm trying to follow because I have a lot of things that I'm doing this morning, so I'm trying to take advantage of a lot of the chilling time in between that. And then I want them to be ready around 7 o'clock so I can give them to my friends at work. So my schedule is at 7:30. It's like 7:15 right now, so I have some time. It's 7:30. I'm gonna make the détrempe. And then after 30 minutes at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna let it rise for an hour. 9 o'clock, I'm gonna take it, cut the cross in it, put it in the fridge, let it rise for 6 hours. I'm gonna be gone for 6 hours. From 9 to 3 o'clock, I'm gonna come back. I should be back. I'm gonna roll out the dough, freeze it for 20 minutes, do the book fold, do the freeze for 15 minutes, chill it for an hour. Then it's gonna be 4:35, or around 4:35. And then I want to do the trifold. You freeze it, you chill it. You freeze it for 15 minutes, you chill it for an hour. It should be around 5:50. And then you roll it out, you chill it for 8 hours. 8 to 12, I'm just gonna do 8. I'm gonna be up at 2 in the morning.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
It's 3 in the morning. I feel like, you know how like at the end of the show, Courage the Cowardly Dog, he kind of just sits there and he, after like fighting the monsters and shit, he like laughs and he's like, that's how I feel right now. Anyways, I gotta lock in. So I'm making a decision. I'm going to proof them in the oven. Only am I like an hour ahead of time. I need to know if me shutting the vent was the sole cause of the butter melting. So with that being said, I have the rest of my life to make 1,000,000 croissants. The next time I make croissants, I'll put them on the fucking counter. Right now, they're going in the oven. Bro, I don't care. I'm tired. Because the butter is so inconsistent, you can literally see it like on the, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like there's barely any dough like covering the butter. I feel like they're kind of just seeping. And when I put it in the oven, the butter's gonna leak out, like I know it. This brand fucking sucks. So the last time I was making the croissants, I noticed that, no, last time was my fault because after I opened it, I didn't refrigerate it. I just left it in there, so it died. And so that was like, what, 2 weeks ago? And I bought this brand specifically, and I didn't even know there was other brands of yeast. I thought just this had the monopoly on the yeast market or whatever. And so I bought this, and I'm like, the dough didn't really rise as much as I wanted it to. And I'm like, okay, well, it can't be the yeast, but I did the yeast test instead. Or I did the yeast test anyway, and I put it in warm water, and it formed like a tiny tiny bit, but not as much as I'd want. And that's really annoying because I just bought this. So with that being said, I will no longer be using this brand. I did hear of a brand, red something. There's two brands that I heard of. Now that I'm watching Clara Safit's recipe again, she doesn't have the honeycomb that I want. Right. And I am terrified of them overproofing. But I guess I could just check, right? And do like a jiggle check or something. Guys, so fucking stressed. The way I'm gonna, like, in a year's time, I will have a brain aneurysm and I will not be able to make videos anymore. Ooh. I don't know what to say. It's been like an hour and a half, I want to say. I can't really tell if they proofed at all, honestly. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but not really. I have to leave in 2 hours. I have to bake them at 6:30, so I have like an hour and a half left. I did put them in the oven, but I left the oven open a little bit. But at the rate that these guys are rising, I might have to shut the door. I'm gonna simmer the water and put it in there and shut the door this time. And I'll check every 30 minutes instead of an hour. It's 6:10. I just had a dream that the butter melted out of the croissants, so they're definitely proofing. Is that butter? They're proofing, don't get me wrong. One of them is leaking butter. Oh, maybe they are. But they're not shaking like Jell-O. It's either I just put them in the fridge now and bake them, or I'm late for work. It's gotta be one of the other. I still need an hour. I need to put them back in the fridge for 30 minutes. I love me a little slick back though, I'm not gonna hold you. I love slick backs. I think they're so cute. Do I have an egghead? Yes. Do I care? No. What are we talking about? Alright. Put this motherfucker on. Alright. Let's see how much of the butter is melted. Make sure we're right. Ooh. I'm finna be late. Ooh, they are growing like a motherfucker. Okay, they are jiggling a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna put it back in the fridge for 20. I'm gonna put it back in the fridge for probably like 20 minutes. Bake them for 20. I really have to go. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so late. I Bumba pussy rascalot.
Vem me dar vapo, me leva pro teu barraco, me faz bolar.
No! It just looks like bread.
Taco, vem me dar vapo, me leva pro teu barraco. barraco.